Setoiyo. Hey guys, how are we doing? Philadelphia, Sunday night. What's going on? How you guys feeling, man? Yes. First of all, clap it up for yourselves for coming out on a Sunday night to a show where you don't know who the hell you're going to see. You guys are real comedy fans. I've been doing this a long time now, and I don't know that I would show up to a show where I don't know who the headliner is. So you guys are dedicated. I appreciate that from y'all greatly. We're going to have a great show. It's going to be a great, great time. Y'all look good, look handsome, beautiful, virile, fit. If any of you call me Carlton, I'll kill you. Let's just get that out the way, right? Clean the palate a little bit. It's not fair. I don't like this. Guys, so happy to be here. I am not originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I was actually raised in Columbus, Ohio, and I chose to move. Sir, please. I chose to move here 6 years ago because, like the old saying goes, guys, life is short. So let's move to Philadelphia and make it shorter, right? Like let's do like Kesha says and die young. I didn't have hypertension 5 years ago, and now I can't have red meat. None of this is fair. I like living here, though, man. You guys taught me so much. You guys are very, very, very informative. You taught me how to say water properly. I appreciate that. I used to think John was the name of a person. Turns out it's a person, place, thing, or idea. You Philadelphians. So educational. But I've got to say, I've been here 6 years, and y'all went and won the Super Bowl in February by defeating the Tom Brady New England Patriots. And I gotta say, I have never seen y'all this nice ever. Like, I have never. It is woo. You guys are like shaking hands, saying hello, opening doors. It's all very, very fucking weird. Very uncomfortable. And it was great. I actually live right here in Center City, so when we won, I just ran outside to Broad Street because I just wanted to see it. And it was amazing. I saw dudes high-fiving dudes. I saw women hugging men they didn't know, and that was stressful. And then there was a moment where I saw a cop, and he and I made eye contact, and he had tears streaming down his face, and he looked at me, and he was like, "Eagles, bro," and I was like, "That's entrapment. No, don't get me this way. No." I told my coworker that the day after, and he lives in the burbs, and he's like, "You were out in that?" I was like, "Yeah, man, I was out in that." And he was like, "Man, when did you know it was time to go home? Like, when did you know it got too dangerous?" And I was like, "When I saw white men perfectly reciting Meek Mill lyrics." I was like, "Oh no, it's time to go. It's time to go. We must go away." Seeing a Philadelphian eat shit, that's just part of living here. That didn't mean anything to me. But originally, I come from a shithole country. It's called America. No, but my family's Nigerian. I'm the first person in my entire family to be born in the United States of America, which makes me the fucking Lion King. And that thing cut out. That was no good. That was a punch. That was woo. But that punch was gonna hit you hard too. Wow, it hit you hard. But I recently had my 30-year-old cousin who lived in Nigeria decided to move to America with her 18-month-old son, and I advised her against it because right now she's not having a good time. But I tried to tell her, I was like, "Listen, I don't think you should move here. You ain't about this American life. You don't know what it's like out here." And she got real belligerent with me, and she's like, "You know what? Cousin, you think I can't handle America because of racism and Trump." And I was like, "No, Cindy, I don't think you can handle America because you've never experienced fucking winter before, okay?" Being very practical. It's hard, we live in like these very, very tense political times, right? And one of my jobs, my main job, I work on the main line, and I was talking to a coworker, and I was like, "Man, how you doing today?" And he was like, "Well, Trump's president, so you know how that goes." And I was like, "You haven't answered my question at all." And he was like, "No, I'm pissed off, man, because there's no more great Americans." And guys, I fundamentally disagree with that statement. There are great Americans everywhere. We just gotta look at things a little differently, right? It's like Donald Trump, not a great American, okay? Jeff Sessions, not a great American. MC Hammer, not a great American. Very interesting. Guys, in my humble opinion, I believe that Ice-T is top 5, dead or alive, greatest American that has ever lived. Yes. Yeah. See, they know. See, them there too. Yes. Yes, you're welcome. Thank you. Yes. Hey, guys, with all due respect, if he's not on your top 5 list, Fuck your list. Like, this is a great American list. Seriously, what other light-skinned black fella you know can grow with the name Tracy, become a pimp and a drug dealer in the 70s, not get killed or go to prison, then join the army, go AWOL, still not go to prison, then in the 80s, start rapping, become very successful, then in the late 80s, start a rock group called Body Count, drop a song called Cop Killer that's an underground hit, get dropped by his label, and with all of America looking at him like, what the hell you gonna do now, Ice-T? Ice-T was like, I'm gonna become a cop on TV. Let me get this SVU Dick Wolf money. And you see that now. You see, he's a great man. He's great. Some of y'all are realizing, you're like, oh, that's true. He's been putting up LeBron numbers this whole time. Yeah, he's good. I have a lot of jobs. One of the jobs I work part-time as a bartender at a concert venue. Actually, it's the Electric Factory on Spring Garden, and it's cool. I get to see a lot of shows, and over the summer, I got to see a heavy metal concert. And the headlining act was the legendary heavy metal group that is known as Slayer. Yeah. And let me tell you, white people, what y'all do for fun is so troubling to me sometimes. I don't understand it. But on paper, it was a lot of fun. It was like an outdoor event. Outdoors, there were 3,000 people. Outdoors. 700 of them were shirtless white dudes with tattoos that can only be described as, you know, my mom has never hugged me, you see. But this meth is kicking, boy, this meth is kicking. And it was amazing. The music started, and that's when they proceeded to do the mosh dancing. And mosh dancing, that's when white people get together with the sound of music. You guys know what you do. And then so like they're moshing 7 uninterrupted hours of mosh dancing styles. Very impressive. And then right at my bar, there was a shirtless dude with a death before dishonor tattoo around his neck. He looked at me, and then he proceeded to punch himself in the face as hard as he could. So hard, he knocked his bottom tooth into his mouth. He spit it out, and with blood streaming out of his mouth, he yelled, "Fuck yeah, Slayer!" And it was that moment I realized what white people have never lost wars. I saw that. I was like, this is an indestructible killing machine, isn't it? This is a Terminator. Cannot be bargained with or reasoned with. This is good. This is good. I also teach dance in North Philly and West Philly. I teach hip-hop dance to teenagers. And it's really, I know, it's amazing. It's amazing. I'm slanging drugs and then teaching the kids how to respect themselves and dance. It's great. But it's crazy because a lot of these kids come from like broken homes and really, really troublesome environments, but they're all exceptionally talented. They're great. They're going to go great places in their lives. And they've all got smart fucking mouths, all these children. These are very, very mean children. They're very mean. These teenagers are very mean. But they try to excuse it. They're like, no, Setoiyo, it's a roasting session. We're roasting you. We're roasting you. We're going to roast you. And I was like, that's interesting. When I was a kid, we called that hurting feelings. When I'm hurting feelings, we call that emotionally stunting a young person. We called that giving a 12-year-old anxiety. That's what we call that. First week I taught there, 5 of them cornered me after class, and one kid spoke for everyone, and he was like, hey man, your name is Setoiyo. That sounds like Sequoia. Her name is LaToya. We gonna call you Toyota. And I was like, that don't fucking make sense. That's just incredibly mean. They all started singing too afterward. They were like, Sequoia, Sequoia, he doesn't know what he had. He never had a dad. I'm like, wait, when did y'all practice this? We danced for 2 hours. There was no singing involved. I couldn't take it anymore though. I lost it on these very mean children. I drive a 2003 Mazda Protege, swag. And I'm driving up to the location, swaggy as I am, and one of the kids sees me as I get out of the car, and he was like, ooh, Sequoia, you drive a dusty-ass ride. You ain't got no bread. And I looked at him, I was like, Maurice, you are 13 and homeless. Don't do this. Don't do it. And so I was raised by a pretty cool mom. She taught me to like give back and do what I can. Mom's really cool. She's a fantastic, fantastic lady. She raised me as a single parent. She's been running her own healthcare company for the past 18 years. And guys, 4 years ago at the age of 58, she got her PhD. This woman is amazing. Yeah. walking Tyler Perry film minus the black dude in drag and the shitty old bracket. She's a great woman. Sometimes she like weirds me out though a little bit. I was back home over Christmas and I asked her just a very random question and I was like, "Hey mom, what's your favorite color?" And my mom looked at me and said, "Oh honey, the blood of Christ." I was like, "Mama, I would have also accepted red. That is fine as well." We were watching a Trump rally on MSNBC because she just always has to have MSNBC on, and she got really mad when she saw him do this little victory rally. And she's like, "You know what, honey? I don't get these damn rallies, and excuse my French, but a bunch of people wake up really early in the morning, they get all dressed up, they drive this location, I bet you the parking is probably terrible, and they get in there, the air conditioner probably doesn't work, I bet you there's a whole bunch of loud music playing, half those people probably just want to get laid, and someone gets off stage and promises to make everything better, and nothing ever gets better. Honey, what the fuck?" And I was like, "Mama, you just described your church. I don't understand."